Hey guys, so today has been a pretty good day. I just finished filming some OnlyFans stuff, but this has been a very highly requested video. I keep getting questions about my procedure. I know I talked about it in a previous video. I'll link that down below. I don't really want to rehash the things that I brought up in that video, but basically I talked about getting chin liposuction, the first few days of recovery, what they were like, and I also talked about my blood disorder and how that kind of played into me getting it and what were the risks involved. If you have anything to say about that, or if you have any questions about that in particular, go watch that video. This video is just going to be about what the procedure was like, why I chose to do it, was it worth it? I am now about a week and a half post-op and the results are extremely dramatic. Much more dramatic than I even thought possible, and I am super happy with my decision. So I went to Dr. Beth Collins in Guilford, Connecticut. She is a double board certified plastic surgeon. She specializes in breast reconstructive surgery. She is a breast cancer survivor herself. She is an extremely talented surgeon, and she also provides other services such as Botox, filler. Personally, I only get Botox at this moment in time. And she is a person that, simply put, I just trust with my life because I am a little bit more of a complicated case. I am currently in remission. My blood counts are normal, but for anybody, regardless of your health situation, any kind of surgery carries risks. You should always go to somebody who is a board certified plastic surgeon. Surgery is not something to try to save money on. Do not go to the person that offers the best price. Go to the person who is simply just the best at what they do, because no surgery, no plastic surgery is worth you dying for. I felt really safe going into the procedure. Was I being a perfectionist? Maybe. Am I being a little OCD about my appearance and my chin? Probably, but it's just something that bothered me. I knew it wasn't something that was like make it or break it. I was still, I still had confidence, and I feel like this is my 30th birthday coming up, and this was like my 30th birthday present to myself. I love it. The results are so good. It feels so tight, and she not only removed the fat here, but she also like sculpted here a little bit, so there's a lot more definition than there was before. So when I went into the consultation, it was between the chin lipo, Kybella, and cool sculpting. Because I wanted the most bang for my buck, I wanted like dramatic results, and I didn't want to like wait 3 months for those results. I decided that I was gonna do chin liposuction. It is more expensive, but I honestly don't even feel necessarily that it is more painful. There isn't a lot of downtime. It felt fairly simple, in fact. The worst part of it was just the anxiety beforehand, because I made the mistake of watching chin liposuction procedures on YouTube, and they are pretty graphic. Like, it looks really bad. It looks terrifying. So like, I was freaked out, but I knew what I wanted, and I was just gonna go and do it anyway, regardless of how scary it looked. And I trusted my doctor, which obviously alleviated a lot of my concerns. So after my consultation, I booked the appointment for the procedure. It was going to be in the doctor's office. She has a special surgery room where she does some of the procedures that don't require general anesthesia. This was only going to require localized anesthesia, so I was not going to be asleep. I was going to be awake during the procedure. And this also like lowers the cost. If you do choose to be put under anesthesia, then you will need to go to like an OR to have the surgery done, and you will have probably a longer, slightly more complicated recovery. And of course it does add to the dangers as well, because anytime you use general anesthetic, it can be more dangerous. So I was relieved that I wouldn't have to do that. And I booked my surgery. I put my down payment in. The total cost of the surgery was $3,900. And I booked the surgery for a week in advance. So like pretty much the week leading up, I was like really excited, a little bit nervous. The night before, I was very nervous. But then when I got to her office, I took my prescribed Valium, which really helped just ease a lot of my anxiety. It helped relax me. They put me into a dark room and I took my Valium and I sat there for about 30 minutes while she prepared for the surgery. And when she was ready for me, she called me into the surgery room and I laid down on this like seat bed thing. And the first step was to inject the anesthetic into my jaw and chin area so that way I would not feel anything at all. And that supposedly is the worst part. It's supposed to hurt the most, but I didn't feel anything at all. Like I had no idea, like I didn't even feel an injection. But I did slowly begin to feel that it was going numb. And once I was completely numb and this was filled with that anesthetic, she made an incision right over here. You actually can see my scar. And she went in with a cannula and she began to remove all of the fat. And it almost felt like a raking sensation, like there was a rubbing kind of going on inside. You can feel that something is in there, but you don't feel pain. There is that chance that she may hit a nerve that hasn't been properly anesthetized. That did not really happen to me. The closer she went to the edges of my jawline, the more discomfort I began to feel. But she did let me know, like, if it begins to hurt, if you feel any kind of pain, let me know. And I did kind of like go like that for a second while she was doing it, and you know, she eased up a little bit. The total time of the procedure, I think, was about, I don't know, like 25 minutes. It went by really fast. It almost felt like I was just like in and out. Once they had finished up, they took a picture of my side profile. This was right after she had removed the cannula and I was laying there, and they took a photo of my side profile and it was immediate results. Like, it was like magic had happened. It was so cool. That was the best part of it. It was just like seeing that instant result. But even that in itself is not the full finished result. The results get better and better and better over time because, you know, for the first 3-4 days you are still swollen. I mean, technically I am still a little bit swollen right now. So I think, you know, maybe in like the next month or so, this will get even better. But I mean, I feel so happy with this as it is. So once the procedure was finished, they put a compression garment around my chin and my head. It kind of lay snug around my face, and it was supposed to help with the swelling as well as the bruising. And I was instructed to leave that on for 24 hours and that the next day I would be able to take it off just to take a shower. First day, I felt like I got hit in the face with a baseball bat. I was very sore. It surprised me how sore I was. I really can't talk much right now because the compression is pretty tight. I don't know if I want to loosen it. I do want to like definitely make sure it's like very well compressed. So all I'm gonna say right now is it went very well, very easy, very straightforward, not as invasive as other procedures. And I will tell you guys more about it in like I'll show you guys the progress tomorrow, and then I'll like just take you on a journey of recovery from chin lipo. So stay tuned. I only needed to take a few Tylenol pills, and I did take another Valium to go to sleep that night because I was really uncomfortable with the compression garment laying on my pillow, just feeling weird and uncomfortable. So that first night I think was the hardest, but on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as pain goes, and I do have a pretty high pain tolerance, I would say it was about a 3.5, 4. Hey guys, it's day 2 of chin lipo. I have this bruise right here on my neck. I honestly think it's just from the compression garment, just like pushing up against this. But I kind of like lifted it and I looked inside and there aren't any bruises on my actual chin, which is interesting. I still have stitches. I have to go and get those taken out. The only thing that sucks is it's hard to eat with the compression garment because it's like I can't really open my mouth that wide. I feel very sore. I feel like I got punched in the face. It isn't like horrifically painful, but it's just uncomfortable. And they gave me some like heavy duty painkillers for it, but I'm just taking Tylenol because I just don't like being under the influence of painkillers. I just don't like the feeling. So I've been taking 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, and I have to wear this compression garment for the first week, but after like 3 or 4 days, I can like take it off the shower. So yeah, so far so good. Like nothing crazy, no surprises or anything. I am gonna take this off when I take a shower, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. I look the worst I've ever looked right now. Okay, so I've just taken the bandages off real quick. I'm gonna put like a compression garment that I bought on. But as far as like bruising goes, this is what I'm dealing with right now. Not too bad. As you can see, like there's just no double chin, which is pretty amazing. By day 3, just the absolute mildest discomfort. I was pretty much fine. Day 4, feeling great. I was like, oh my God, that was the easiest recovery ever. And by like the end of the first week, I could see how incredible it looked. I'm just so happy with it. It's one of those things, like you see it constantly because you always see your face. Every time you open your phone, every time you go to brush your teeth, look in the mirror. I mean, it's the first thing you see. It's front and center on your face. So that's why I feel like it's something that's generally worth it. And I mean, these were incredible results. I'm so happy. Like, I went for my follow-up appointment to get my stitches removed about a week after the procedure, and I told her straight up, I was like, this is the best thing I ever did. It was like so worth it. I like highly recommend it to anybody who is self-conscious about their double chin, who is thinking about getting Kybella cool sculpting. Like, get the chin lipo. If this is something that you've been on the fence about and you felt scared or worried, I would say don't be worried. I say do it if it's something that you've thought about for a long time like I did, and it's something that you feel physically, emotionally ready to do. And please, for the love of God, go to a good surgeon. Don't go to like some backdoor person. I think it's a massive boost to your self-esteem. I think it is an effective procedure that, you know, you pay that $3,900 and you're done. Like, it's done. You don't have to come back and get any more injections or anything like that. The results are dramatic and they are permanent because they are removing the fat cells from your chin. So therefore they never come back. You're never going to gain weight back in this area. They can't possibly remove all of the fat cells, like there are still some remaining. So I mean, if you did like later on down the line gain a lot of weight, you know, maybe your double chin would come back. But generally speaking, I think when you do get a procedure like this, it encourages you to maintain the results and to maintain your weight because you did just spend $3,900. So like now I'm feeling even more motivated to eat healthy and be healthy. I was before the procedure. I've been on kind of like a weight loss journey for the past year or so, ever since I went back into remission. So you know, this was kind of like my little gift to myself, and it's something that I'm so happy with. I met with my friend recently and she was just like, you could totally tell, like you could see the difference. The only person who can't see the difference is my stepdad. I'm just like, whatever. Get away from me. But anyway, if you guys have any other questions about my procedure, let me know in the comments below. I will try to answer as many questions as I can. All of my social media will be linked down below, as well as my OnlyFans, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.